Hey everyone, welcome to Morning Coach. Glad you're with me today. We have got an interesting one that I want to show you that was really shocking here. I'm going to get on my computer and show you. This is my book, Mission Driven. So I wrote a book called Mission Driven that goes with our structured plan. And it's not a huge book. It's 60 pages but it really goes over how to do your mission. Okay, why am I telling you this? Because one of our awesome members, Jurgen out of Germany, took my book, the PDF, and put it in NotebookLM from Google. And I want to play this for you. I couldn't figure out how to do this video, so I'm just going to play this for you. And I want you to see this. So as you know, I've done podcasts for years, since 2005. I'm one of the first podcasters, right? Really 2006 time. I launched my company in 2005. I've done 5,500. A lot of interview podcasts, but typically my podcasts are coach casts that work with our system, in the coaching that we do. And I've been doing it for years. Top 25 on iTunes, millions of downloads, 40 million downloads. Last time we checked, I think it's up to 50 million downloads. So I've been doing this a long time. So now AI came out, right? And so now we have this NotebookLM, and I wanted to introduce it. So I don't know if I'm scared by this or what I am by it, because my book, okay, which is called Mission Driven, was put in NotebookLM, and out of it came this 8-minute and 52-minute audio. And I want to play this for you, and I know it's, I'm going to stay here and kind of show you, and I just want you to listen to it. And I'd like to talk about in the comments, what do you think? Because this is a little scary. In a way, as an educational person, as an educator, I think it's great to be able to create different formats so people can learn, but this is a little spooky. Does this seem real to you? Listen to this.
Like spinning your wheels. Mm-hmm. You're juggling a million things, but you never quite feel like you're making real progress. It's like craving a roadmap, but where do you even start?
You're definitely not alone in feeling that way.
Right.
It's a common struggle.
Right.
And it's precisely what J.B. Glossinger tackles in his book.
Oh, interesting.
Mission Driven. What should you be working on?
We dove into some excerpts from his book for this deep dive.
Okay.
And I have to say, I was really struck by his approach.
Yeah.
He takes this big, sometimes daunting idea of having a life mission and makes it feel shockingly achievable.
That's what's so fascinating about his work.
Yeah.
Instead of getting bogged down in these existential questions about your overall purpose.
Right.
He gives you this really practical framework.
Okay.
A way to translate those big picture aspirations into concrete actions.
Okay, so let's talk about that framework.
Sure.
Glossinger calls it the Sacred Six. And I'm curious what resonated most with you about this concept.
For me, it was the emphasis on alignment.
Okay.
It's not enough to simply have a mission statement tucked away in a drawer somewhere. Mm-hmm. The real magic happens when you weave that mission into the fabric of your daily decisions, your actions.
Yes.
That's what the Sacred Six helps you do.
So true. It's like that saying, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
Yes.
Glossinger helps you make sure your journey is actually taking you where you want to go.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And he does that by breaking down the process into these 6 core elements.
Okay.
Your mission, your values, your goals, your tasks, your priorities, and your daily practice.
Okay.
Each element builds on the last, creating this holistic system for living and working with intention.
It's interesting. He actually applies this framework to both individuals and organizations.
And that's what I find so brilliant. Because whether you're trying to build your dream career or lead a company to success, it all starts with that clear sense of purpose.
Yeah.
The principles are fundamentally the same.
Absolutely. So let's unpack these Sacred Six elements a bit.
Okay.
We'll start naturally with the mission itself.
Sure.
Glossinger uses this great analogy. He compares your mission to a superhero's promise.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
It should
feel empowering. Right.
It should feel empowering, like you're stepping into your own heroic journey.
Exactly. And he talks about viewing your mission as a lifelong challenge, something bigger than yourself that you're striving towards.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
He also emphasizes that your mission isn't static. It can and should evolve as you grow and change.
That's such a critical point.
Right.
It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we need to have it all figured out from the start.
Right.
But life is messy.
Yeah.
We're constantly learning and evolving. Our missions should reflect that.
So it's not about getting it right on the first try.
Right.
It's about being willing to course correct as you go.
Exactly. It's about embracing the journey and being open to new possibilities.
And speaking of possibilities, Glossinger's talks about crafting a vision both personally and for organizations.
Yes.
This is where things get really exciting.
Okay.
It's about dreaming big.
Yeah.
Imagining your ideal future.
It's not just daydreaming, though.
Right.
Glossinger provides like a really structured approach to crafting a vision.
Okay.
He encourages you to tap into your imagination and ask yourself, what kind of impact do I want to make?
Okay.
It's about tainting a vivid picture with word.
Right.
Engaging all your senses.
I love that he encourages getting specific.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I want to be successful.
Right.
Dive deeper.
Yes.
What does success look and feel like? What are you doing? Who's with you?
That level of detail is what makes it real.
Right.
Without it, it's easy to get lost in the day-to-day. He even suggests like thinking about your ideal future self 5 years down the line. What are you doing? What are you grateful for?
Oh, wow.
It's a powerful exercise.
It sounds almost like journaling mixed with goal setting.
And this is where the action comes in.
Yeah.
Glossinger is all about turning those dreams into reality.
Okay.
He provides these practical checklists
Right.
for setting goals and, importantly, breaking them down into smaller steps.
He's all about those checklists. I found the one for crafting a compelling mission statement to be particularly insightful.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, think about your values,
Yeah.
he poses these thought-provoking questions
Okay.
like, what are your superpowers, those inherent strengths you bring to the table, and what are you deeply passionate about, the things that light you up?
It goes even deeper than that.
Right.
He has you reflect on the legacy you want to leave behind.
Yes.
It's almost like he's pushing you to think about the impact you want to have on the world.
Which is incredible because it connects you to something larger than yourself,
Yeah.
making your mission that much more motivating.
Right.
But it's not all about grand visions and legacies.
So,
He brings it back down to earth with actionable steps.
okay.
He stresses the importance of prioritizing ruthlessly.
Right.
We only have so much time and energy, right?
Absolutely. That's where those smaller tasks come into play.
Yes.
It's about breaking down those big goals
Exactly.
into manageable steps, focusing your time and effort on what truly matters.
And he reminds us we don't have to do it all alone.
Right.
Glossinger talks extensively about building a support system,
Okay.
whether it's mentors, friends, family, colleagues.
Yeah.
Having that network can be crucial for staying motivated and navigating the inevitable challenges that come with pursuing any mission.
Right.
Like
He
that.
even suggests building in accountability.
Yes.
Share your goals with someone you trust
Right.
and ask them to check in on your progress.
Yeah.
That external accountability can be a game changer.
It's amazing how a simple shift in perspective can make a world of difference.
Right.
And speaking of perspective, one of the things I appreciated most about Glossinger's approach is his emphasis on flexibility.
Yeah.
He understands that life is constantly changing and our missions need to be adaptable.
It's not about rigidly sticking to a plan no matter what.
Right.
It's about being open to adjusting your course as you learn and grow.
Exactly. It's about seeing those adjustments not as failures, but as opportunities to refine your direction
Right.
and stay aligned with your evolving goals and values.
Yeah.
He also provides some really practical tips for staying on track and maintaining that sense of alignment.
Okay.
For example, he's a big proponent of regular reflection.
Right. Like scheduling in some time to check in with yourself.
Yes.
Glossinger even talks about scheduling these regular check-ins with yourself. You ask yourself questions like, what's working, what's not, and has my mission itself shifted?
Yeah.
It's like holding up a mirror to your goals
Right.
and making sure they still reflect who you are and where you're headed.
It's about staying actively engaged with your mission.
Right.
Not just letting it gather dust on a shelf.
Yeah.
And I think that's something a lot of us, myself included, can be guilty of sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
We get caught up in the day-to-day
Totally.
and we lose sight of the bigger picture.
It's so easy to do. Life just has a way of throwing these curveballs at us.
It does.
Sometimes you have to pivot,
Right.
readjust.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Exactly. Glossinger encourages us to view those moments not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth and learning.
Right.
It's all part of the journey.
It really is. It's been amazing unpacking all of this with you.
Likewise.
Glossinger, he offers so many tools and strategies in his book.
He does.
But if we were to leave our listener with one key takeaway
Yeah.
from this deep dive into mission-driven living, what would it be?
For me, it goes back to something we touched on earlier. Start with your why.
Okay.
What truly matters to you.
Yeah.
What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? If you can tap into that deep sense of purpose, everything else becomes clearer.
It's like that becomes your compass.
Yes.
Guiding your decisions, your actions.
Exactly.
I love that. All right, listeners, we've given you a lot to think about today.
We have.
As you explore this idea of becoming more mission-driven, what resonates most with you?
Yes.
Where do you plan to start? We would love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely.
Connect with us on social media and share your takeaways.
Yes, please do.
And be sure to check out the show notes for a link to J.B. Glossinger's book, Mission Driven, What Should You Be Working On?
Yeah.
If you want to dive deeper into these concepts. Until next time, happy goal setting.
How crazy is that? Like, I am so blown away that that's AI. Like, that's AI. And I, in one way, as an educator and a writer, you know, as I've written multiple books and a lot of workbooks, a lot of structure in helping my corporate clients and individual clients. And, you know, mission is one of our big things. You know, as I showed you, Mission Driven is the book that I wrote specifically for that section. Like, it's like a very important thing that we do, that we, you know, we get clarity. And so I'm teaching this in various ways. And then all of a sudden, Jurgen sends this over, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, it sounds like a real podcast of real people. What do you think? And so in one way, I'm like, okay, this is a great way as an educator. You know, my marketing team's like, well, we can make a ton of these and just put them out there. And for me, you know, I'm Larry right away because I'm not a big AI guy. You know, you've watched my channel. I'm very authentic. It's like, wow. But and another part of me says, wow, this is really great. Because it's educational. Like, people can listen to it and it literally, they get the education in a different way than even I present it. And they're pulling that information from my book. But mind is blown. Okay, mind is blown. I know we're coming really fast with AI. I've been using it for 4 years. I started, maybe 3 years. I started with Jasper years ago when we first started with the big language models. And I use it for various things. But typically what I use it for is an assistant. I keep ChatGPT open or Claude and I ask it, hey, what are some ideas here? And then I'll take them and put it into a book, you know, and massage it and then write, right? But this is like next level. Like, now this is a podcast that you can put out there. And I would hallucinate that like 98% of the people wouldn't know that was not real. And it's really weird, and it's going to be a weird time ahead as we go forward. And again, like I said, one of the things that I do like is it is an educational kind of outlet, which somebody could listen to that, and they're getting some great lessons out of there. And it's pretty spot on. You know, it's taking it from the book, so I didn't hear anything that really threw me off. But the big but is, you know, is this where we're going? You know, is this where you're going? What do you think? Now, I'm not somebody that's going to, you know, play that, you know, oh my gosh, we got to be careful. You know, this is crazy, but it's weird. I just want to say, as a 55-year-old, to see somebody take my book and then just throw it in Google NotebookLM and have it kick back a podcast like that, it's really weird. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think about this type of AI? Where's your head at? And you know, I'm a content creator and have been, you know, 5,500 plus CoachCast podcasts, you know, thousands of videos and courses and stuff that I've developed over the years. I'm cool with it from an educational standpoint, where I fear, and this is what I'll tell you, is like people taking this and saying it's real and manipulating it so that it's real. Like, somebody could take my stuff, and obviously it's credited here, so it's great, but that would be kind of one of my fears, is people playing this off as real. And as we know, marketers ruin everything, right? So I guarantee there's marketers already, we're probably already listening to AI stuff that we think's real. And so we got to really, I mean, I think as we really move into this next generation, keep our head together, and really be our own fact checkers, right? I think it's really important to be a critical thinker moving into the future. And I think we got to start teaching that everywhere. You know, how can we help people become more of a critical thinker? Because this stuff's nuts. All right, so let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? I really didn't know how to do this video, but I wanted to do it. And it's Google NotebookLM. I'm just like flabbergasted. I don't know what to say about this. And like I said, you know, I think the key thing is that we all work on our critical thinking. But I would like to know in the comments down below. If you like this stuff, hey, put a thumbs up. I'm trying to put some great content out there for you. And would love to have a comment, obviously. And if you want to subscribe and hit the alert bell, we do all kinds of stuff here. And I'd appreciate you in my world. All right, so go have a great day. Google NotebookLM. My first experience with it is it created a podcast from one of my books, and I'm blown away. Just blown away. All right. We'll see you in the next video, everybody. Thank you so much.